Extracting a small area is always important for us in a map because we need to exactly show the area what we are interested about. Now, as example, if you are doing a research study in a study setting, that we need to show the map of the study setting exactly rather than the entire map. Or else, if you are working in a health department, a part of a, if you are responsible for a small geographic area, so it's necessary you to show that small geographic area rather than entire map. So we will do this practical now. First, we open the QGIS software. I am using iOS operating system and QGIS 3.18 for this practical. So at the time that you are using your computers, the version will be different. And also if it is a Windows software, a Windows operating system, so the appearance would be different what I am showing right now in the way of opening the software. Now, when you click QGIS icon, you might get an interface like this at first. Here it shows the previous work that you have done if you have worked on the QGIS. Now also you have a new empty project. Let's open a new empty project. So we'll complete this exercise with using maps of the United States. United States maps I have downloaded from one of the websites previously. If I again mention them, we will able to download from different websites. One of those is the QGIS. There you need to download free spatial data and the country level data. So you can select whatever the country that you want to, and let's say that it is the United States that we are interested, then we select that. And the subject. Subject in this case, I am downloading administrative areas because it gives the different level of polygons for you to work and to identify the interested geographic area. So in addition to the administrative area, there are different other subjects as well, as example inland water, roads, railroads, and so on. So once you set the country and the subject, you can click OK. In that case, the data will be downloaded. Now I have already downloaded the data, so it's not necessary me to download it again. So let me open the file which I have already downloaded. So it gives the series of files here. It's including the shape file as well as other supporting files. If you need, you can mention here other than the all files to the history shape file, because history shape file is the one we will open to the QGIS. Once you do it, you will be able to get highlighted only the history shape file. Here we have three layers. One is US ADM0, ADM1, ADM2. Let me open ADM0 first and see what it is there. And it shows the entire United States. The reason why it is showing small is there's another small part in this corner as well. So that is why it shows as a small component here. Now, this is the entire United States, but I need some more administrative structures. Then let's see what is in the next level. USA admin 1. it looks like the United States is divided into several administrative areas. Let me zoom in. It looks like that's divided into several areas. It's if someone is familiar with the United States administrative structure, this looks to me as the states of the United States. But anyway, if you are not familiar with, so you can go to the attributable table of this layer. How to do that? Go to the layer and right click. Once you right click, you can see the open attributable table. Click it, then you will get the table which is under the this layer. So where you will be able to see in the columns, as I said earlier, it's under the name _1, names of the United States. So the names of the states. So it's having 51 states mentioned in there, and from 1 to 51 different states of the United States. In fact, the United States having the 50 states, but in this case, it shows a little bit one higher. That means one state has written twice, because if this is a separate polygon and this is another polygon, so it will show in the digital map as a two different polygons, although there is a same name. That is why this row as well as this row having the polygon name as same Alaska, but and give the 51 different rows, showing the 51 different rows, but we know that the United States having 50 states, right? So if you want to select the next layer which is available with us, we'll open and see what that is. That's admin 2 shapefile. Right. It show further divided in the to the dividing of the United States in small administrative areas. It's so we unclick and see. It looks like each of these administrative areas in the previous layer, that is the United States layer, have further divided into small areas. In fact, next level of administrative structure in the United States after the states is the counties. Let's see. Let's open the same way and the previous attributable table and see what it is. Yes, now it's clear. In this table, it shows the name as the country, United States, and this the state's name, Alabama. Then there's another name, the next level. It is the county. It is mentioned here as well. So name underscore 2 represent county name. Name underscore 1 represent the state's name. So, and it shows the counties of each of the state. Right. Now we have a clear idea about what this database is about by looking at the attributable tables. Now let's close this and go back to the map. Now let's say that we want to select one of the states in the United States. As example, let's select something like something in this area. So if you have in mind to select one particular state, and if you don't know where it is, but the best thing is either you go into the attributable table and select the one that you want, or else you can select from here while giving the labels for each of the states. Let me do the easiest way, giving label and select the state that I want. So what I do is I first put the names, the labels for this each and every polygon. How to do that? You go to the layer, right click, go to properties. Then in the property box, there's a one menu called labels. Select the and one, then go there, select single labels, and we know that the name _1 gives the state's name as we saw in the attributable table, and click OK. Now we have the names here. If it is not clear, you can make it a little bit zoom. Still it is the polygon is larger, but the name is smaller. So in that case, you can make it a little bit larger as well. Again, go back to the properties from the labels, select the text. Text, it shows the size, font size is 10, that is why it is smaller. We'll able to make it a little bit larger, make it to 15 at this moment. Click OK. So it shows the name a little bit larger. If you feel it is small for you, for your work, you can also make it more highlighted. Like one of the things you could do is you can make the text bold, or else if you want to make a buffer around them, you can go to the buffer and draw text buffer. If we make it a white color, it will more clear for us. Then make it color as white. Click OK. Now it is much clear. Now let's say that we want to select the Alabama state. What we can do is there is an icon, select features, this yellow color icon with the arrow, select features. Click the arrow next to the select feature icon, then you have several options. Select features by a polygon, select features by a freehand, and so on. So just click the select features icon and go to the Alabama and select it. Once you do the selection, the Alabama state will be selected from the entire map. If you want another state to select, what you have to do is press the shift button and select the other one as well. So in that case, the other one also gets selected. Now next one is Georgia. If you see the one below, it's a Florida, then you will be able to select that as well if you want. Right. Now let's say that we want to select 3 states, Alabama, Georgia, and Florida. Then they have selected. Now what is important for us is now to save them as a separate file. Then it will separate in a separate file. So we'll be able to open only these files in the states in the next time with the this separate file. Now once we selected, again go back to the layers. So we are working on the USA admin 1 layer. So right click it. This time we are going to the menu export. Export. What we are going to export? All the features or only the selected features? We have to get the selected features on, because here we have selected several features. Now what we are going to do is we save the selected features only. Earlier we have already saved all the features as a one layer. That is the one we have open. Now this time we are going to save only the selected features. Click save selected features. Now again we get the box. giving the options to save the selected features. See the format first. History shapefile. Now that is the format that we want to select. If there is something else selected, any other format, then it is a problem for us because it will not able to open smoothly in the QGIS at the next time. So make sure the format is history shapefile and where it is going to save. So before giving the file name, click the button next to the file name box, that is the browse. So browse and give the place where you want to save this file. Because now we are going to save new shape file, which includes these three states. In my case, let me go to the same folder where I have saved the US administrative structure. Now, then it asks the name, so save as. It's same for the other kind of formats as well. Here also in the QGIS also we use the same way of saving. Save as, give a name, we say selected states. So now we have to save them. So the name and the navigation directions have now pop up in the box. Now say save only selected features. We have to click here, make sure this is clicked, then only the selected features will be saved. Say okay. Now you can see once you do that, another layer have pop up in the layer panel. Now this is it's the selected states. We have the previous one, USA underscore admin. In fact, if you are not familiar or if you need to change the name, of course you can do. Yes, if you are getting confused with this name, you will able to change change the name as rename layer. So let's see the USA states, TAT states, right? So now you can see the selected states also here. Keep it checked and we'll uncheck the other layers. Then we can see only the selected states are in this map. So if we open this attributable table and see, we can see only these three states are showing in the map rather than all the other in the attributable table other than all the states, because earlier in the attributable table, if you remember, that all the states are listed here, but after selecting these three layers and make another shapefile out of these three states, now we have only the three states listed which were identified. Right. So now, as you want, if you want to name them, so you can do it as previously. Single label, give the name _1, that is the column that is having the names of the state. Click because we know that the text size is we need to make it a little larger. And also make a buffer around them. So let me make the buffer a little bit large as well. So buffer is white color. Click OK. So the name comes here. Now this is easy way of selecting areas. If you have to select only a small or the few number of polygons, you will able to use this method. Let's say that you want to select a large number of administrative polygons out of the United States. If you go to the next one, as example, let's open the next. Now already we have opened it in the slide, not necessary to open it again. Only thing we have to click it again. So if you see this, rather than the previous one, there's a lot of polygons. If you make it to the zoom in to see entire thing, we will able to do that with right click and zoom to layer. So you can see there is a lot of small administrative areas, that is small polygons within the United States. So if you want to select few of them, then what you need to do is you will able to use another method to select them once, because it's very, now let's say that you want to select the counties within the Alabama. In that case, if you are doing it, it's very difficult to do, because if you make it a little bit larger, so all the counties within the Alabama states that we need to select. In that case, you have to select one by one using the selection feature. But it takes time, and if you make some errors, rather than within counties within the Alabama, if you select accidentally one out of the Alabama, let's say Georgia, then it is a problem. It will not give the correct map for you. So how to do this? Select only the counties within the Alabama. So in that case, there is another method, and filtering method we will able to use. Let's see that filtering method. USA admin 2 is the layer that we are interested. We make the layer's name change, so make us to more familiar. So USA admin 2 as counties. Right. Then open this attributable table. Now there's a lot. There's a lot. Let's see how many rows are there. It's having over 3,100 rows in this data set. So what is necessary for us is select all the counties to select within the Alabama. For this purpose, this button is important for us. Select features using an expression. Before going to that, remember these two names, which is important for us. Name _1, which represent state's name, and name _2 represent county name. So what we're going to do is all the counties within the states of Alabama needs to select. So select features. Then here we have important function here, finds and values. Sorry, fields and values. So click that. Then the important field for us will be able to identify from here, name _1. When you click it, double click it, it will come to this expression box. So name _1, click equal to whatever the counties that we are selecting, the area, that is the Alabama state. So all the unique features in the name _1 will be able to identify from this with this button all unique. So all the states name will appear here. Out of them, select Alabama. So when you double click Alabama, it will automatically go into this expression box. Double click. So name _1 equal Alabama. Now you could see there was an error message earlier before we are putting this value. Expression is invalid because if you run this, so it's the invalid expression. But when we put the word Alabama, it is disappeared. That is because now the expression is correct. So what we need is now very clearly we have expressed here Alabama states that we need to, all the counties in the Alabama states that we need to select. So expression is written. Now say select features, and here we have arrow also if we want. Out of this, we'll click here, select features. Now close it. Now you can see all the states in the Alabama have selected, but not the others. Now see here up to this place, it's Alabama state, counties in the Alabama state. After that, Alaska states. So only the Alabama is selected. Now close this and let's go back to the map. You can see counties in the Alabama states have selected now. So now what we have to do, we have to follow the same steps that we were following earlier. Save selected features as. Again, format is history shape. The file name, before giving the file name, it will automatically pop up. We have to browse where we're going to save them. We use the same folder which used previously as well. Save as counties in Alabama. Save it. Now the file name and the path is coming here and say okay. Now Alabama state is saved as a separate shapefile. If you unclick all the other and keep only the Alabama state and make it so, you can see Alabama state and its counties now. Now, if you want to name the counties, that is also possible. Go again as previously, go to the properties and identify the labels. Out of the label, single label. So the name of the counties is mentioned in the name _2 column as we noticed previously and click OK. So the county's name is also, names are also appearing now. So if these are not clear, then as we discussed earlier, we will be able to make changes to the label's name. Thank you.